FEMA is here, and with that, I could say, enough said, you know when the Federal Emergency Management Agency steps in Houston, we have a problem. However, since Houston is a city of solutions, we've invited Daniel Llargues, Public Information Officer of FEMA, here to tell us about the role they play in this emergency and how the residents can get some much needed assistance. Thank you, Daniel, for being here.
My pleasure. Thanks for the opportunity, Sharon.
So FEMA, do you only step in when there is a disaster mode?
Well, after a declaration signed by the president, FEMA mobilizes with all this funding available to those affected by the flooding.
Okay, so welcome to Houston. I understand that you have regions for FEMA, correct?
That's right. We are divided into 10 different regions around the country. Texas belongs to Region 6.
Region 6, it's a pretty big region.
It is. Region 6 covers Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Arkansas, and New Mexico.
So tell us about where we are, Houston, right now in this flood disaster.
Well, we are in the response mode. We're asking for those individuals and families that were affected by flooding to register with FEMA. Take the time, it only takes a few minutes. There's 3 ways to do it. They can do it online, disasterassistance.gov. They can call the 1-800-621-3362 number, 1-800-621-FEMA, or they can do it with their smartphones. If they download the app, they can apply for assistance through the app.
So there are 3 ways, and I want to just go back over that one more time. We can do it online if they have computer access. If they don't have computer access, then you can dial the number, and we're going to list the number on the screen. So if you'll say the number for me one more time, please.
1-800-621-FEMA, 1-800-621-3362.
Or they can use their smartphone.
That's right, and we are opening up disaster recovery centers, along with the city officials and state officials. So to find out if there is a disaster recovery center close by you, you can call it 1-800-621-3362, and we'll let you know where the disaster recovery center is, so you can talk to us in person.
Let me talk to you about FEMA. Are you guys giving grants where there's like free money? Some people are confused about loans. What exactly is FEMA's role in this aspect?
When there's a disaster declaration, FEMA mobilizes assets, people, and grants for the recovery process. And then we come in with the Small Business Administration. We are in charge of the grants. We ask people to register with FEMA to see if they qualify for a grant. However, the Small Business Administration will come in with low-interest loans for the community for those affected by the storm.
Now, when you say SBA, and I'm sorry to cut you off, but I've got to get clarification here. This SBA, Small Business Administration, the loans will go to residents, businesses, commercial. How does that work?
Right, that's what I was going to say, that these loans can go to renters, they can go to homeowners, they can go to business owners, nonprofits.
Okay.
So not everybody's going to get a grant that applies for assistance with FEMA. Now, some people might refer to the SBA so they can see if they qualify for a loan.
Is it credit-based on some level? Or when you say grants, is it poverty level? How does, when you look at the grant level, how do you get a grant over a loan?
Well,
is that a strange question?
Well, every family and every situation is different depending on the damage that was caused to their houses.
Because everybody wants grants.
Right, and some people, right, I mean, they don't want to have a loan to pay back, but FEMA is not going to make you whole. That's the reason why the SBA comes in for this recovery process. Some people might have insurance in their property, and still we encourage them to go ahead and apply for assistance with FEMA. In some cases, some survivors might get a payment from the insurance company, they might get a grant, and an SBA loan, the Small Business Administration loan, so they can get back on their feet.
Okay, so I guess if a resident has homeowner's insurance, it shouldn't deter them from trying FEMA first.
Right, we do want to see what the insurance is going to cover because we do not duplicate benefits. So once the insurance company covers the damages, FEMA might cover some of the uninsured losses. But we encourage them to apply and to submit the application so you can be in our system already.
And how do they get in touch with? Do they call you directly, Daniel, or is it that 1-800 number sufficient?
Right, they can call the 1-800 number to submit the registration. They can come into the Disaster Recovery Center. They can go online, or they can use their smartphone if they have one.
And going through the city of Houston, is that necessary to your knowledge, or is it coming straight directly to you?
They can come straight directly to FEMA, yes.
Okay. Is there anything that you would like to let the residents know, maybe, that they're not aware of in regards to the FEMA program?
Yes, the whole process is free. We don't charge for any of this. When people register with FEMA, we are going to send an inspector out to the property. So sharing is super important for survivors to know that the inspectors will not charge anything to conduct the inspection
I'm
out
glad
there.
you said that we need to address the fraud issue. Is there a lot of fraud around FEMA and people coming out to say, I'm a FEMA representative? How does that work?
Not only that, but some contractors too. You see a lot of contractors come to the disaster area trying to take advantage of the situation. So we ask people to make sure that they know that they're talking to a FEMA representative. When the inspector comes out, they're not to charge anything for the inspection. After that, if they were granted funds from FEMA, make sure that they know who the contractor is. Make sure that they do their homework. Some of these contractors will charge very little money, but the quality of the work may not be as well.
I was reading that I think you can look up a contractor, the Better Business Bureau, to see if there are any complaints on the contractor, so you would also suggest they do that first. How can they confirm that it's a FEMA representative? I mean, I guess anybody could wear a shirt, Daniel.
Right, but we have the badges, and make sure that you ask for that badge before you let anyone into your house, and make sure that they identify themselves and that they are not going to charge you a penny for the inspection or for the whole process to register with FEMA.
That's great information, Daniel. What about bilingual assistance? I assume that you guys would have that as well.
We do. We have information in 3 different languages, Spanish, Chinese, and Vietnamese, for those that need the information in those languages as well.
Wonderful, thank you so much. And you're set up in Houston helping us out for this event, right?
I am happy to be here, and we'll be here helping and assisting people as needed.
Quick question, and I'll let you go. Is this just flooding that you found in Houston, or is that the only one that you're responsible for? Is it wind damage and all types of damage that they have for their homes?
Well, actually, 23 counties were declared for this disaster in Texas. And we go from Dallas to San Antonio to Houston to Austin. And some of the damages were flooding, some of them were tornado, some of them were winds. So you can see all types of damages.
So the important message is to reach out to FEMA and find out if you are available to get information from them for their grants.
Right, the important message is that if you suffer damages, if you live in one of the counties that were declared, submit the registration. Some people think that they didn't suffer that much damage and they're just gonna fix it and take care of it. They might qualify for a grant from FEMA.
Thank you, Daniel. Appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.
Now remember, June 1st kicked off hurricane season, and as we just witnessed, storms are often unpredictable. So keep gas in your tank, water, and non-perishable food items in your home. Be on the ready, and remember, turn around, don't drown. It does more than rhyme, it just makes sense. If after this episode you still have questions, please call us at 311. To further assist you, we have provided some information on our website at www.houstonsolidwaste.org. Information is also on our Facebook page at Houston Solid Waste. Even Twitter may be useful to you. Look us up at Houston Trash. I'm Sharon Moses, and this is Wasting No Time on Location. Stay safe.